Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. We continue our discussion on airport engineering. Today's topic is terminal building, and this is lecture number 9. So, what is terminal building? Say a building to facilitate the passengers and baggage movements from the land side to the aircraft on air side. There is a terminology area we call concourse. It is an open space or hall and in a passenger's building. So it's an integral part of a terminal building where passengers do wait for their destination aircraft and to get loaded. This is a Denver International Airport, but there are many airports that has more or less same design for waiting area. It's an open spaces design. Now, what is a function of a terminal building? To provide various facilities for crews and passengers move from aircraft or onto aircraft efficiently. What are their functions? Transportation change from train to plane, from car to plane. Ticketing process, customs clearance and immigration control in case of international flights, and if it is not, it's just a ticketing process, and for domestic flight, a passenger go direct to the boarding and then to the terminal building and then to the aircraft. And obviously, there are shopping, the toilets, eating, meeting, business conference, mosques, and there are rest house. And then certain airline agencies have their own guest house to facilitate their business, to promote their business. They have their own maybe gyms and the computers and all those things. Sometimes they serve food even to the passengers as well. Now, the terminal buildings has been designed in two concepts: the horizontal distribution, how the facilities are designed horizontally, as well as the vertical distribution. Let's try to understand the concept of horizontal distribution. The oldest one is what we call the pier and finger. As you can see here, there is a terminal building, and outside terminal building, the aircrafts are parked perpendicular to it. It's very simple. Then we called a terminal the same, but there are multiple aircraft, so we call this terminal but linear. Then this is a curvilinear in which the aircrafts are parked in a curve. So terminal can have three options: simple, linear, and curvilinear. All these are called a terminal of this. Then you had called a finger concept, in which you can see there is a terminal building and a building is being projected out and the aircraft are parked on both sides of it. Then there is a satellite, pier satellite. This is what the Karachi airport is now, as well as Allama Iqbal International Airport. Most of the airports in Pakistan have now this pier satellite terminal concepts. And then there is a remote sense, means they are not connected directly to the building, but they are connected, their aircraft are far from the places and they are being carried by a train or something, like one in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. You are boarded here or off-boarded here, and then the train or bus, actually there's a train that can drop you to the terminal building and off you go. Then there is a transporter. It's simply the terminal building. You are taken out from the terminal building, and then with the help of the bus, you are allowed, you are asked to sit in the bus and then take you to the aircraft. This is a transporter concept, and then there is a hybrid concept. So let's discuss the pair finger terminal. This terminal configuration evolved during the 1950s when gate concourses were added to the simple terminal building design. A concourse is actually defined as an open space where paths meet. Passengers are usually processed at the simple terminal location and then routed down a pier where aircraft are parked in the finger slots or gates for boarding. The advantage is it has a centralized system, but then it has the congestion in the terminal building at peak times, and people have to walk a longer distances from the building. This remote satellite terminal involves a single terminal where all ticketing and passenger processes take place. Connected to this are numerous concourses that led to one or more satellite structures. At the end of each concourse, the aircraft are parked in a cluster. This increases the distance a passenger must walk to get from one terminal to another or one gate to another. People mover systems are employed in these settings to reduce these walking distances. These systems can be high-speed escalators, monorails, or electric-powered cars. The design concept lends itself to a compact central terminal, but it is difficult to expand without disrupting airport operations. There is a central terminals offer high. You see, this is a central building, and the gates, uh, the aircraft are parked either in this direction, east, west, north, south. But there's a problem that long distance from the check-in counter to the gate need high-speed escalators, monorails or electric-powered car to reduce the walking distance. Then, in this concept, the transporter terminal, as the word suggests, in this concept, passengers are transported to and from the building to the parked airplane. The mobile lounge can also be used as holding rooms for waiting passengers at gate positions. Airplanes are parked at gates placed along parallel rows. Several sets of parallel parking rows can be created as increased traffic deems such expansion necessary. This design an excellent expansion capabilities and can maintain the pace with increased airport usage. This concept, aircraft can be parked remotely from the terminal buildings, thus increasing the amount of aircraft enplaning and deplaning passengers. Airplane taxiing time to and from runway is decreased, as well as the amount of aircraft engine noise around the terminal. And as you can see that these passengers are transported to and from the building to the parked area. Then there is a semicircular terminal. It is a short distance, and it has got low cost construction. Incheon Airport in Korea is one of that cell. Allows even more aircraft to park nose to the terminal building while maintaining short walking distance from the airport entrance to the aircraft. Nose in means the aircraft is parked towards the building. It is a special variation of the linear concept. Some save some space compared to straight linear terminal, provide short walking distance, properly designed for terminating passengers. Increased curb line, which has been implemented in some of the largest airports as well. It can be confusing to the passengers due to rounded shoe. Requires a very extensive flight information service so that the passengers doesn't get lost, especially the transfer passengers. For instance, a person needs to go to US, he then first go to Dubai, and then from Dubai to US. So at this time, if he has a flight boarding time between the two aircraft, say 1 hour, then it becomes difficult for the older passengers to even find where the aircraft is parked. Let's try to understand the system. Say I want to go to US. I've hired, actually I bought a ticket for Emirates Airline. What it will do, and I've set the time. Say if I reach at 12 p.m., my next flight will be at 13 p.m. for US. Now, what happens is that I I landed very safely at 12 p.m. exactly. Sometimes you may get late because of some unknown reasons, and now you have 60 minutes to find a plane and to get boarded. It's not actually 60 minutes. It's you have only 15 minutes because the gates are already open. You have to go to the ticket counter, take the boarding pass sometimes once again, and then you have to know your gate where your next airplane is required. And if you get confused, there are chances that you may not be boarded to the second. This is where the passengers get confused. So there should be an extensive air information system where the passengers are informed that this flight, US bound flight, this is will be from this gate, and this gate is in that direction everywhere. So it's a very good information system that passengers always know where he has to walk, and sometimes he has to walk very long. So it's very uh, necessary that our extensive information system should be placed. Requires some sort of people mover to transport. Manpower required might be higher due to duplication of services. Usually long haul distance result from transfer passengers. Transfer of baggage between terminals is also a problem. Then there is hybrid, in which linear deregulation, airport management expand more modified terminal areas to accommodate almost constantly changing environments. As a result, many airport terminal geometries expanses and expanded in an ad hoc manner, leading to hybrid terminal geometries incorporating features of two or more of the base configurations. Issues include congestion, long walking distances, confusing direction, limited amenities, and passenger services became popular issues of that criticism. As a result, airport planner began to redevelop terminal area design, focus on strategic planning and design of terminals that can accommodate requirements of accessing ground vehicles, passengers and aircraft with sufficient flexibility to adapt to ever-changing levels of growth and system behavior. This is the hybrid system. You see, one aircraft, one pair of aircraft, and then there are other pairs of, then they have to be transported. You see, this maybe it can be connected from by underground. So it's a very good big airport. Long distance have to be covered. Sometimes you connect these airports via underground rail system, train system, or not rail system. It's a train system. Actually, a train uh, glides on a rail. So actually, it's a train system that transport passenger from one place to other place. And this is very important for those, especially for those transfer passengers. You have to take their next flight to the destination. Now, another important design consideration is the apron and gate system. Aircraft, this can be defined the way the aircraft is parked to the building. Nose in parking, angle nose in parking, angle nose out parking, parallel parking, and remote parking. This is angle nose in parking. Planes are this nose here, so we can squeeze in, this out, and then this is a parallel parking, the terminal building. This is the elevation showing the parking. Then there are vertical distribution how the floors are divided. So we called a one floor terminals where all the activities take place only on the one floor. There 1.5 floor terminals, 2 floor terminals, and then these are used to separate arrival and departure flows. Like in China airport, you go from the top, depart, whether domestic or air, and then uh, when you come from your destination, you go from the ground part. So it's a very simple concept that we call a two-level concepts or two-floor terminal concepts. Activities are divided. Departure and arrivals are divided, and so that to make things simple for the passengers. The messengers, if a new passengers to that airport should not get confused where from he has to depart or where he has to arrive. So this is a vertical distribution. This is a single level, right? And then this is 1.5 level, and then this a 2-level concept. They are connected with the with the stairs and obviously uh, foyers or lifts to board on the head. Now 1.5 level provides a single level curbside process at grade. Then there is a 2-level building, departures lounges on the second level, the boarding gate. This is good for passengers arriving and departing flows inside the airport, provides increased curb space. This is one of how this system works. 1-level system, 1.5 level system, 2-level system. Another view of terminal buildings. This is what I'm saying, that they are connected within the hybrid point to the terminal building. The trains are usually there. One of that example is Kuala Lumpur, where in Malaysia that you are transported from the aircraft to the terminal building via train. It hardly takes 5 minutes, save a long walking distance. So what is the expectation? Convenience and comfort, short walking distances, and clear signage. That's very important in local language as well as in the foreign language, especially in English. Some people who have long journey, they want to have eating facilities, and some people would like to shop from there. But there are duty-free shops which whatever they buy will not charge extra. So they want to get a shop to serve as souvenirs to their friends or dear ones. There should be short queues, enough counters, right? There short queues, people not get confused with standing in long queues. This is what all passenger expects. For the moment he reaches the airport, all its process like ticketing, boarding, check-in, custom, they are done in a minimum amount of time. So easy access from road or rail, efficient baggage delivery, full range of services, convenient parking, ground transportation, clean building, simple procedures that are not confusing, safe and secure environment. What all the passengers want from the terminal building and from the people who are providing them and airport and the aircraft services or traveling services, air traveling services. You must not forget that there a terminal building must have adequate parking facilities. Public parking for airline passengers, they should be nearer to the terminal building. Off-airport parking for airline passengers, far away from terminal with lower charges. Separate parking for airport employees, far away from terminal area, airport workers using bus to go to the terminal. And car rental parking for taxi or airport limousines close to the terminal building. So all of these are designed to facilitate the passengers. The more nearer the parking is, the less time will be required by the passengers, and it will become easier for him or her to travel. The more time you will give, the more get confused and you would not like the facilities of the terminal building. So as an engineer, we want to facilitate the people who wants to travel here. Then another concept is a baggage handling system. Their functions moving passengers' baggage from the check-in area to the departure area, from one gate to another during transfers, and from arrival gate to the baggage claim area. It should be faster, it should be safe. The moment you are free from if you are an international passenger, the moment you are free from all those immigration process, you want to leave as quickly as you can. Then you have to go, first you have to go and collect your baggage. If it is not efficient system, you have to wait for long, and sometimes on all situations you find your baggage is not being transported with you, and then it creates confusion and it creates a great panic among the passengers. And sometimes people find that their baggage are not safe, it is open and some things are missing. So this is the goals of the system, that it should be faster and it should be safe. So there are three methods: tug and cart, labor intensive, manual method. What is done is all the labors are applied. They just load the bags, they load it on the aircraft, then they do it manually, and then this another thing is a carry cart system. In that, multiple packages are placed in one cart, not automatically sorted, typically used in automated system. So this is another way. Now there are some VIPs ways as well. So if you are business class passengers, they put their baggage in such a manner that whenever the aircraft is parked, the first baggage should be loaded of those VIP people, so that they can get it easily, get it quickly, and then there comes the economic visa. Also, if you have a flight with multiple destinations, then those are sorted in the origin, the time of with the destination. So if you are going to say for Dubai, and your destination ends at Dubai, your baggage will be always in the front. But if you are going to US, and if the same aircraft is taking to the US, then your baggage will be placed after the baggage of the Dubai passengers, and then so that nothing get confused. Nowadays, there is a DCV, Destination Coded Vehicles system. It's a very good system and a very efficient system. Just like a bar-coded system we are using in every field now. Each card contains a single piece of baggage. It is automatically sorted, little or no human interaction required, and that's how the safety of your baggage is safe, because not many laborers, not many people involved in sorting, and if God forbid your bag is not properly locked, there are less chances that it could be opened because it is done by machine systems now. So what happens is that a DCV designated coded vehicles. From the terminal buildings, they are went to concourse 1. From end, from this, they are transported to this point, and then from this point to the aircraft directly. There is an automatic scanner that scans the label on the baggage, and each this baggage are, then be kept separate for each passengers, and their car are kept in the order of their destination, and obviously the order of their uh, priority. Business passengers, then economic passengers, and then so what is the baggage handling process? Check-in. Agent puts a tag on the bags, bags owner, flight number, final destination, intermediate connections, and airlines. Then automated barcode scanner. After reading the barcode, the system will know where the bag is at all times. Hundreds of computers keep track of that bag. Then hundreds of conveyors with junctions connecting all of them sort all of them from the different airlines and send them to DCV that are headed to the proper terminal and gates, and then headed to proper destination, move back quickly, 5 times faster than the conveyors, and tracked by the computers. So, God forbid, should you have lost your package, there is always a code that is given to you at the time of check-in, and if you go to the people, airline people, they will trace where your bag is now. Maybe they have left erroneously, or maybe it will be coming from the flight, or it may be erroneously. So all things are known. Generally, airlines take this responsibility. So even if you go to your destination, they will actually provide your bag. They will transport your bag to your destination as a token of the recognition of their mistakes. So let's end this lecture. The next lecture will be about airport parking. Thank you very much. Have a nice